All right, this is the perfect way to spend a gray, icky day. Why not have a lip swatch party? Hello, lovelies. I am very excited to share with you the brand new Balm Embrace. This was a drop that I sort of like missed, and that's not really surprising because my life has been all over the place and I haven't really been on the socials so much recently, as you probably have all seen. So when all of a sudden I saw an email or something come through, maybe it was like I got a blip from Lisa on YouTube. I don't know what it was, but I was like, a new drop from Lisa, and I missed it. So the day of, I was like, Lisa does so well with her color choices. She just creates the most beautiful colors that are flattering on everyone. And honestly, y'all, my lips have been so dry recently. And with my Invisalign, I haven't been going for like bold lip colors because I feel like sometimes it like gets on the Invisalign trays, or because I'm taking these stupid trays in and out all the time. It's like, I just need something that's like pretty low maintenance, and the dryness on my lips has been real. So I thought, you know what? I am going to get these. I'm going to get these. I did pick up 2 shades. I will be sharing them with you. We're gonna do try on, of course. I'll give you my thoughts. I will also compare them to anything else that I have in my life right now. I will say I feel like these sort of like balmy sheer products are coming in hot right now. Not necessarily as thin as like a lip oil and not as like glossy as a lip gloss, but sort of that like hybrid hydration product seems to be the hot thing right now. So let's go ahead and find out my thoughts on the new Balm Embrace. Like I said, honestly, most of the reason why I chose these is that I just think Lisa kills it with her shade range, and a lot of the ingredients in here sounded very delicious to me, so we're gonna dive into these right now. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Speaking of future videos, I did decide to do a little sit down, chatty, get ready with me, sort of semi-life update, but mostly sharing with you this look that I cannot stop doing. These products have become my like easy reach, gotta get out the door, wanna look good in not much time and still feel like I look good at the end of the day. So if you wanna see this, that video will be coming up very soon, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. All right, I am so excited to try these out. Like I said, I did pick up 2 shades. I'll be honest, I really wanted 4 out of the 5, but I almost picked up a 3rd, and I was like, you know what? You can always order more, Kelly. You can always order more. Calm down. So I did decide to just pick 2. One I chose was one that I'm just like, this is going to be my standard grab and go shade. And another was one that I'm like, I don't feel like I have much in this shade range. So let's go ahead and talk about these. So I picked up Epen and Metropolis. So Epen, of course, is described as that mauve pink. I really loved Lisa's description of the inspiration behind the shade. And so, you know, I won't go into all of that because I'm sure a lot of you probably watched her description, but it's like, you know, that like blossoming true self shade. And honestly, a shade like this for me is, I mean, this is a Kelly color right here. That just beautiful mauvey, not too pink, but not too warm, you know, like a good kind of middle ground shade. And I picked up Metropolis just because it's like, ooh, like a little, now I think she says, let me pull this one up. She describes Metropolis as a deep blackberry. I'm going to be very curious as oh, by the way, I should probably just show you how much I'm putting on here. Like, not like a million runs over my hand, but enough. Now, I felt like on the models and honestly on Lisa herself, this looked a little bit like a brown blackberry, which I do feel like it has a little bit of a brown, or almost like a, and not in a like a icky way, but like a browny gray to it. I will say I was a little bit disappointed that Lisa put so much lip liner on before she did the lip swatch on herself in her video. I wish that she had either done 1/2 or put the balm on first and then done a lip liner, which is what I'm gonna do today. That's the other thing. The other shade that I was really interested in was the more like reddish one, which is Red Curve. But again, she put on a lip liner and I was like, if I'm going through with a balm, I'm probably not gonna mess around with a lip liner too much. So that was a little bit disappointing because I was like, I just want to see what it looks like. And I don't know, the images on the website, I think they did a good job with them, but it was like, oh, that looks so different than it did on Lisa. So I'm like, okay, I just didn't know. Also Sweet Fig, that was the other one that I was really interested in, but I was like, is it too brown? And I know that I have friends that ordered that one, so I'm gonna wait and get their thoughts. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and put on Epen Wee first. I know that I absolutely love meadow foam seed as an ingredient because I am used to it in hair care from Paul Mitchell. And so I just know that that is a very restorative ingredient and, you know, really just hydrates the hair. You also have shea butter, muro butter, and wild mango kernel butter. You have jojoba oil, pomegranate flower extract, which are supposed to help plump the lips, and then hydrogenated cocoa glycerides. So this just sounded super nourishing, super lovely. Let's give it a shot. I am going to do one half of my lip. Are you guys zoomed in all the way? Probably. Oh no, we got a little more there. Okay, so I'm gonna do one side of my lip and then I'm gonna do the full lip, just so you can see. Now I could probably stop talking while I'm applying. I have fairly pigmented lips to start with. As I'm getting older, that's sort of going away, but it does definitely make this a bit different on me than it would if you don't have quite as much pigmentation. But this to me is definitely that my lips, but better. It does add a bit of a mauvey pink. It's very pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and do the whole thing. And this is definitely a shade that I would not be adding a lip liner to at all. If I wanted like more, I would probably just grab like my Rose Official, you know, in the Luxuriously Lucent. That's gonna be, I think, the closest to this. I will grab that, by the way. Maybe I'll just do a little swatch of like, I definitely don't really have much close to this, but I will swatch something just so you can kind of see it compared to another Lisa Eldridge color if you have quite a bit in your collection like I do. This is nice. It feels, again, very balmy. It is really quite, it's like, when it first goes on, I feel like it's quite shiny. This is definitely, the key is going to be seeing if it gives me the ring of death, because that's a pet peeve of mine and it happens quite a bit. They don't really have a scent. I mean, there's a bit of a scent there, but I think it's from the butters. Like it has that muro butter, shea butter, kind of like nutty thing going on, but it's not like scented. I will be honest, the flavor is a little bit, I mean, not that you're gonna be like eating your lip product, right? But like, I don't love the flavor so much. It's very pretty. Okay, that was pretty easy. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna zoom you out just a little bit. This just is like healthy lips to me. And that's exactly what I figured it would be, is just a bit of color. You know that I really like the Fenty, is this Fussy? Yeah, let's go ahead, because this is probably like one of my favorite Ride or Die lip glosses. I feel like these are in a similar range as far as like color, but obviously the Fussy shade has more shine to it and more like luminosity. I mean, you know how they have that like little bit of extra sheen to them, so it's much shinier, but it also has a bit more pearlescence and it's not as pink. So just like, I just saw this sitting here and I was like, yeah, this totally gives me that vibe. It's not quite as luminous and it doesn't quite make the lips look as plump, but it's very easy to wear. And I'm sure that this would just be so easy to like keep in a pocket, whack it on. The only thing I will say is this is definitely that formula that if you do keep it in a pocket, it's gonna warm up. So be careful with that, because, you know, then you go to put it on and it's like soft in the bullet and it like kind of like, you know, slides all over the place. I didn't even show you the packaging. Who am I? So we have just the standard gold packaging from Lisa. These are a bit more slim, and are they a bit taller? Let's see, this is a, yeah, they're a bit more slim and a bit taller. So this is a velvet Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna wipe this off and we'll try on Metropolis. That one I'm gonna do without a liner and then I'm gonna add a liner. Okay, we're zoomed back in. I am again going to do one side. Now, one thing that I liked is the fact that Lisa kept the shade range pretty minimal, because sometimes you see products like this come out and there's like 4 or 5 different pinks that are all gonna pretty much look the same on the lips because they're so sheer. Ooh, this is pretty. This is exactly what I was hoping it would be. The only thing, and obviously I put this on half so I haven't like meshed and melded it much, but oh no, even just doing that got rid of it. This color is darker, so I feel like that darkness could settle into fine lines if you have them in your lips. Now I am a little worried about this one leaching out a little bit. So if you have a lot of like the lipstick lines, as they call them, where the vertical lines that kind of run and you find that your product sneaks out into those, you probably would want to use a bit of a lip liner before you put this on. If you do it afterwards, I find that it isn't quite as much of a barrier. So I would definitely put on a little lip liner first and then go ahead and go with this balm over the top. And usually I find then that I'm not really having to reapply the liner a lot through the day, but that would definitely be something you'd want to keep an eye on. I luckily don't have that problem too much, but I know that it is a concern for some people. So I'm gonna take Lisa's Sculpt and Shade in 0N and just add a bit of liner to this now, just so we can see what it looks like a little bit more defined. And again, clearly the time to do this would have been before, but I wanted you to be able to see what this looks like without anything. Oh, that being said, I'm gonna zoom you out for this part. So obviously I have liner on this side right now. No liner on this side. Lisa put a lot. I think she used 1N, and I mean, I felt like she like lined half of her lip, and I was like, well, now I can't really see the true color. It's okay, Lisa. I still love you. You're still flawless. I was just saying in the video where I do this makeup look that having these Invisalign trays has made my lips shaped a little bit different, like more like from the side, you know, because like the Invisalign tray pops them out a little bit. So when I go to like line my lips, I feel like I'm not lining my own lips. It's very weird. All right, I am here for this. This is Vampy Light, you know? It's like effortless Vampy, I feel like. Very, very pretty. This tips into this color range just as much as I'm comfortable with. I can't quite get down. Again, I feel like this is a little bit more of a browned out blackberry. And this is as far into like that vibe that I can do, that I choose to do. It's like, it's just enough. I am here for this. I really like this. So I am actually going to grab a couple colors from Lisa Eldridge, and I have another product that reminds me quite a bit of this shade right here. I hope I can find it. So I'll come back and we can have some hand swatch fun. All right, so the first one that I wanted to get was this NYX Fat Oil Slick Click, because this color, which one is this again? Trending Topic, reminds me of Metropolis. The one thing about this, as I'm clicking this up, is Trending Topic has some micro shimmer to it, so that's not gonna be as similar. I honestly would prefer it without the micro shimmer. Oh, it's a little bit, can you see here? So this is Lisa Eldridge. I'm gonna turn this down just so you guys can see a little bit more. There we go. So this is Lisa Eldridge, and this is the NYX. So I feel like the NYX is a bit more berry toned. See, that's why I'm like, okay, Metropolis definitely has some brown to it, but this one also has that little bit of micro shimmer. It's not super detectable on the lips, but if you're like, oh my God, if there's shimmer in there, I don't want it at all. Problem is like, this is obviously much less expensive. So The fat oil is a bit stickier, whereas the Balm Embrace is very much that buttery balm. So it's not thick, waxy balm. It's like butter. And I know that Lisa was saying that, you know, the Gloss Embrace sort of has a lot of those same ingredients. And that's what you get from her glosses too, is a bit more of a buttery feel as opposed to a sticky feel, a waxy feel, an oily feel. So if you like the feel of the Gloss Embrace, I think you are really gonna like these. It's slidey, yet encompassing. Does that make sense? Like, the viscosity there is just about perfect. It's really nice. Okay, I wanted to grab Rose Official to put next to Epen because I feel like this Luxuriously Lucent, I only have 2 of them, but this one is probably the closest to this, and we could look at formula versus shade. You guys, Jeremy, for some reason, was digging under the car seats in my car and found Rose Official. And he was like, hey, I found this in the car. And I was like, oh, because she would not have survived the hot summer weather. She would have been melty, melty, and that would have been very sad. So here is Rose Official, and here is Epen. So thank you to Jeremy for saving this lipstick. Let me just make sure that's in focus. There we go. So Rose Official and Epen. Okay. I don't know that I have any, I don't really have any of the brownier shades. Like, I would be very curious to see Meet Me in Berlin next to Metropolis. I think my friend Mel has met Meet Me in Berlin, but I don't know if she bought Metropolis. Let me go through our text messages. Okay, she did. And I am going to make sure to link her YouTube channel and also her Instagram. She was saying that she was maybe going to do an Instagram. So I will just make sure to have both of those linked there in case you want to keep an eye on her just to see like her thoughts and then the comparison. Because I don't really have anything from Lisa that is similar, but I do feel like that NYX one is pretty darn close. And like I said, there are a lot of these types of products coming out. Mel shot me over one that she actually picked up to try. So again, make sure you check her out. I mean, we've seen these from Dior. We've seen them from so many different brands that it's like, it's sort of the thing. And actually these NYX ones, other than the stickiness factor, they're pretty close. Like even the gloss level, I feel like is pretty close. But again, for me, it was just knowing that Lisa was going to kill it with the undertones of these products. She just does such a good job with her shade range. It feels really good. I am going to leave this on. I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day, and we will see if I get any weird rings, if any weirdness happens. I will make sure to leave that in a pinned comment down below. So I just really wanted to have this quick little try on for you, show you a couple shade comparisons. This feels nice. This feels really nice. Does it feel nice enough that I need to run out right now and grab the other shades? No, especially when I opened my cabinet back there and I saw all of the lip products that I have. Lip Declutter needs to come soon. But I'm like, I feel like I picked up the 2 shades that are going to either be easy reach, Epen, or add something to my collection, Metropolis. So I think that that is perfect for me. Might I love this so much? You know, after using this for a couple weeks, might I be like, oh my gosh, this just makes my lips feel so hydrated at the end of the day that I decide to pick up more? Who knows? Perhaps. I do also obviously feel like this is going to be a product that you are going to have to reapply fairly often, but I am okay with that because it's also a product that I think is going to wear off nicely and it's not going to be like patchy. The color is sheer enough that it's not going to look weird, which was really important to me. So I'm really happy with these. If they are at a price point which you're comfortable with and there was a shade that spoke to you, I definitely say snag one. You know, there are a lot of products like this out on the market right now though. And again, for me, I just knew that Lisa was going to kill it with the undertones. So that's why I chose these, but very beautiful. If you like that Gloss Embrace formula, that like nourishing, slippy, thick but not sticky, not thick. Like, again, I just keep having to say like, I mean, It just encapsulates your lips nicely. This formula is really beautiful. I'm really here for it. Again, this is obviously just a little first impressions. I was just very excited when I saw these, and if you were as excited as I was and you wanted to see my thoughts, maybe we are similar skin tones, you wanted to see a couple shades, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you really soon.